In today's gospel that we just heard by St. Luke, Jesus is challenging the me-first, consumer-oriented, market-driven, bottom-line, self-centered society of our time. And in his place, Jesus is teaching humility, compassion, and selflessness, not wealth and not power, for they are not the treasures of God. Humility, compassion, and selflessness. Jesus is calling each one of us, as he did his first disciples, to embrace a new vision and a new attitude in our lives, and that is to seek the common good of others before our own satisfaction, to extend compassion and help to others despite the cost, and to free ourselves from the pursuit of material goals in this world in order to seek the lasting gifts that come from God. Tomorrow, we will all observe the 13th anniversary of 9/11, that day of terror inflicted on our nation. And hopefully tomorrow and in all the days, we will remember in prayer especially those who died that day in Washington, Pennsylvania, and of course, New York. We will remember those in our prayers who will forever grieve the loss of their loved ones, and their lives will never be the same. And also may we pray for those who were injured that day and live, some of them to this day, with excruciating pain and illnesses that all resulted from 13 years ago. And in a special way, may I ask all of us to remember in prayer the 343 New York City firefighters who died that day in saving so many people. They gave their lives. They made the supreme sacrifice by the line of duty death so that many thousands upon thousands could continue to live. You know, in a certain sense, firefighters, police officers, emergency medical personnel are the concrete examples of what Jesus is speaking about in today's gospel. To seek the common good before our own, to bring compassion and help to those in desperate need. And at times in our own lives, every one of us can become so caught up in the pursuit of material things of life that we sort of devalue the gifts that God has already given us, the love of family and friends, the gifts of good health and happiness, the gift of joy that we experience when we help others before ourselves. And this is the blessedness that St. Luke speaks of in today's gospel. Blessedness is the true goal of every one of us who are called to achieve in this life the love and the life of Christ. May we close our reflection this morning with this prayer of our patron saint in Charlestown, St. Francis de Sales. He wrote and he prayed, "Loving Christ, may we become your vision of true blessedness. May we become poor for the sake of those in need. May we find joy in consoling the grieving and lifting up the fallen and the stumbling. And may we risk ridicule and insult for the work that we do to establish your love in our own place and time." That prayer of Francis de Sales typifies today's gospel. It typifies the blessedness that we receive from God. And it surely typifies firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical personnel. Not only that day 13 years ago, but every single day they answer the call, they respond to the alarm. And may we always pray for them. And God love you.